Good morning, everyone. My name is Lou Imhoff, and I'm the clerk to the County Commissioners. And I want to welcome you to the Spruce Street Bridge project ribbon cutting ceremony. And I'd like to give a warm welcome to our Master of Ceremonies, County Commissioner TJ Best, who also serves as chair of the Public Works Committee.
Commissioner!
I just want to let everybody know formally that Andre SAYEGH is my biggest fan. I don't know if I can reciprocate all the way, but you know, we are on the same page here.
Whoa.
Anything for Paterson.
I like that.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming out to join us for this very long-awaited project.
Right.
We've been working on this particular bridge for close to a decade. It was one of the first projects that I could remember working on as the chair of the Public Works Committee, and I'm glad to finally see it here in Patterson. We like to say that we build bridges, and we're very excited that we're able to do that. Mayor will like that.
I like that.
We're going to begin our program with our flag salute. We have none other than the great sheriff of the County of Passaic, Sheriff Ritter Burdick, to lead us.
Thank you, Commissioner. You'll see the flag is right overhead. If you would join me in placing your right hand over your heart and saluting the greatest country in the world. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. I wanted to start off by just introducing my colleagues on the County Commissioner Board. We don't have with us our director, Bruce James, because it is his birthday today, so we're going to sing him a happy birthday in just a little bit. But we do have our deputy director here.
Yes.
Yes, we want to introduce Sandy Lazara, our deputy director. We have also Nick Gallo, Commissioner Nick Gallo. We have Commissioner Pat Lepore, who is somewhere here. There you go. And we also have Commissioner John Bartlett, who's also the president of the NJTPA, who funded this project partially and is also going to be responsible for providing some additional funds for other projects that we have coming up. With that being said, the person who's been right next to me the entire time on the Public Works Committee, he and I have been going back and forth as chairman of the committee over the last decade, and that is Commissioner Terry Duffy. I was going to call him Freeholder. Commissioner Terry Duffy, he's going to give us some background about the program.
How about you don't talk about that?
All right, thank you, Commissioner. I appreciate the kind words. Good afternoon, or I guess it is. Good afternoon. Good morning, everyone. I'm still here. All right. Let me get myself organized here. It's an honor and pleasure to be here. I should have worn my hat. I don't know what I was thinking, but let me get on to the program here. I want to thank everyone for coming. It's such an important event here. It's the Spruce Street Bridge, which spans the Passaic River just before the Great Falls National Park, was originally built in 1931 and was partially reconstructed in 1985. It consists of 5 spans for a total length of approximately 300 feet. This $5.8 million reconstruction project included the replacement of the bridge deck, sidewalks, railings, and lightings. It also repaired defects on the abutments and piers. Together, these efforts have greatly improved the aesthetic of the bridge and will extend the life of the bridge. The Spruce Street Bridge, which is a bit of a tongue twister, is truly a gateway into the historic scenic area of Paterson. The bridge was reconstructed with a historic design in mind a few years ago. My colleague on the board, Commissioner Bartlett, hold on there, Commissioner. Hold on. President of the New Jersey Transportation Planning Authority pointed out that the Spruce Street Bridge is part of the National Historic Park System, and its redesign should include that factor. Some of you may remember that old bridge had a concrete steel design that didn't really fit the historic nature of this area. The old existing bridge cross section consisted of four 12-foot wide travel lanes and two 5-foot sidewalks. The new bridge cross section consists of 3 travel lanes, 12-foot to 14-foot wide, and 2 sidewalks, which are now 7.5 feet and 12.4 feet wide. Designed this way to keeping our residents, visitors, photographers, and other artists in mind. The larger sidewalks allow for more walking space along with, here we go, safer and easier access to the view of the historic falls. Currently, we're standing on the corner of Front Street and Wayne Ave. The left turn lane was closed to make it a one-way road, and this sidewalk space was replaced and expanded. An additional on-street parking was added along the river from Paterson Ave to Wayne Ave. Additional improvements include the installation of new ADA compliant curb ramps, new traffic signals with dedicated turning points, movements, and new pedestrian signal heads and push buttons at the intersection of Wayne and Toto Avenue. This will greatly increase the safety for both the motorists and pedestrians traveling through the intersection. Our project consultant for this project was WSP USA Incorporated, and the contractor is Grade Construction. Did a great job, great job. The Board of County Commissioners would like to thank the New Jersey Department of Transportation. Majority of the construction costs were funded by NJDOT. Local Bridge Future Needs grants went from 2015, 17, 18, and 20. I want to thank you for your time. I know it's hot out there, but it's an exciting day for the county and for the city of Paterson. Thank you. Do I have to do this up? That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. The next person that we have speak is probably the most important person that you're going to hear from today. It's not any of us county commissioners. It's not going to be the mayor. It's not going to be anybody else. It's going to be a person who uses this bridge every single day as a pedestrian. In addition to this location being a historic site, part of the national park boundaries, is also an educational corridor. There are over 8 public schools that are all within a couple of blocks of this particular bridge. And on any given day, you can see classrooms with teachers walking their kids across the bridge to look at the falls, to look at the national park, to visit our new, soon-to-be completed Hinchliffe Stadium, historic stadium. Yeah. And we just felt that it was extremely important to have a representative from our students to talk about it. So next, I'm going to ask Mohammed Arham. Mohammed, come up here.
What time is it, Mohammed? What time?
Mohammed is a junior at John F. Kennedy High School. He's also a full-service community schools ambassador. He's a member of the Paterson Youth Council, and he's also a member of the Complete for Life, who utilizes this bridge every day. Let's put our hands together again for Mohammed.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God, the merciful, the gracious. Dear distinguished chief guests, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Councilman, Mr. Council President, Mr. Dave, Ms. Sweeney, and all other known and unknown respectful administrative, dear teacher, parents, and my community heroes and heroine. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you, and a very good morning. Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful day today, and it is enjoyable because now we have the grateful Spruce Street Bridge again to use in our daily life. First, I want to thank you all for joining us today at the official ribbon cutting of the Spruce Street Bridge. It is an honor for me to join you here today as a part of a community as well as a representative of the students. Thank you for giving me the chance to talk. My name is Mohammed Arham, and a proud junior student of John F. Kennedy High School. I am not only involved to academic studies, I am also connected to many other programs, organizations, and clubs because I always love to stand up for my community and community residents to help out in any way. Additionally, that made me come out of my comfort zone and give a space at this wonderful celebration today in front of my community. I'm proudly involved as the Vice President at JFK Full Service Community Schools Student Ambassador, President of the JFK Muslim Student Association, member of the 21st Century Compete for Life NGCDC, member of NGCDC Paterson Youth Council, and a student at Ramapur UVMS and many other activities. When I moved to the USA, I didn't expect that I would have much support and build bonds with beautiful people because I was not good at English. So one piece of advice I want to give to my students is to never lose your hope, never give up, and you will get the things that you want because the idea came from your mind. You will also have the solution of how to get there, but you have to work hard to find out the way. Don't be shy or scared to join programs and clubs and share your ideas. That helps you with gaining new experiences to come out of your comfort zone and make success in your life. There are many benefits of this Spruce Street Bridge. We realize the value of things when we don't have it in our life. And I want to say that people who use the bridge often, like me, will realize how hard it was to go somewhere by avoiding this bridge. It is a wonderful gift that we got from our thoughtful administration who made plans make this project successful. Since the bridge has been rebuilt and looks nice, we have a sidewalk to walk safely. Now we have beautiful lights as the beauty of our Paterson, so that we can show it to the people who say Paterson is not a good place to live for. Now we have a big road where 3 cars can pass at the same time to reduce accidents. Now also the students can walk to their schools because now we have a spacious sidewalk to walk safely, which was tiny before and scary to walk because it felt like the cars are gonna hit them. When the bridge was broken, it didn't only affect the students arriving at school late, but also impacted the daily life of people who used to use this bridge as their transportation path. Those who live near the highway are right there. The bridge is easier to reach the destination, but could not use this bridge. So we had to take another road to the highway or reach our destination while either going to work or dropping off the kids to school because the bridge was broken. When an ambulance or fire department or police had to go somewhere to save someone's life, they had to take another road to arrive at their destination, which was longer and took a long time to reach because the bridge was broken. Now, as we have the bridge presently, it is our duty to save this bridge and stop letting it get destroyed again. So please use it nicely and keep it nice for others too in our community as well as for our visitors. We thank our mayor, councilmen, and everyone who worked to make this happen. Bridges are a key means of transportation between rural areas and urban areas, connecting people with jobs, businesses with markets, and demand with services. Often a bridge offers a quicker, more convenient route from point A to point B. Last but not least, I want to thank you all for coming and especially for inviting me. Remember, without your continuous support, we would never be able to put on events like this. So thank you once again and have a great day. See you all again sometime somewhere. Until that, stay safe, stay happy. Keep me in your prayers. Allah Hafiz.
Wow, that's amazing. I think he's ready to run for office. He's definitely got the memo, so Andre better watch out here. Before I bring up a couple of people for a couple more remarks, I do want to acknowledge a handful of people. We do have here our council president for the city of Paterson, Council President Shaheen Khalik. I also see with us Councilman at Large Alex Mendez from the city of Paterson. And the executive director, I believe, of the Paterson, Downtown Paterson, Greater Paterson Chamber of Commerce, and a bunch of other things, Mr. Orlando Cruz. Oh, I see. What is it called? Paterson, he's at everything. I don't know. He's going to cut the, he's my fill-in when I'm not there. He shaved his head. He grew his beard out to look like me a little bit. He got the memo about the suit. I told him, you don't need to do it today. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. Without further ado, I want to bring up the mayor of the great city of Paterson, Mayor Andre SAYEGH.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's have a rousing round of applause for our master of ceremonies, Commissioner Theodore O. Best Jr. I got that right, Orlando? First of all, I want to give credit and compliment whoever is responsible for the autumn decor. I have a press conference every day and we've never had anything like this, so we're taking copious notes on what to do as far as dressing up our pressers are concerned. Now, in the 1980s, one of my favorite television shows was the A-Team. I'm sure you all remember, and now you're listening, you're hearing the song in your heads, and it's a real earworm. And quite frankly, one of my favorite phrases from the A-Team is when General Hannibal said, "I love it when a plan comes together." In Paterson and in Passaic County, we love it when a plan comes together. This demonstrates proper planning, professional planning in Passaic County and in Paterson. And it's not the first time. So I'm encouraged by the fact, Mr. DeNova, and let's give him a round of applause, our county administrator. I'm encouraged that this is just one of many steps that we're taking to beautify Paterson, to improve the area next to our national treasure, our #1 natural asset. This is the gateway to the Great Falls. And with all the planning that we've done, we're executing now. Last week we announced that the New Jersey Jackals will be calling Hinchliffe Stadium home. And we're working on potentially luring other professional teams to Paterson as well. And Councilman Louis A. Velez, we know you're a champion of the Great Falls, even before it was in your ward, and now, as a result of the census, the Great Falls is in the famous 5th Ward. Superintendent Darren Bach, last Monday we announced, or we had a groundbreaking for our river walk. So we're enhancing the aesthetic appeal of one of America's newest national parks, where the American dream was born. So a result of this proper planning and professional planning, we have wider sidewalks, better lighting, to improve the experience of those that want to come and visit our city, to improve the experience for the neighbors that live in this area. Because we're not talking about just Spruce Street, we're talking about Wayne Avenue, we're talking about Front Street, we're talking about striping and repaving. This is a very extensive project and undertaking. And quite frankly, we won't stop at this bridge, because there's another bridge we'd like to address in the very near future, so that visitors, pedestrians alike, will have a better experience when viewing the Great Falls. But today, we want to salute our A-Team, our commissioners, Duffy, Lepore, Best, James, Lazara. Who did I leave out? Gallo. Yes. I didn't leave you out. I saw you. Don't worry. We want to salute the A-Team here for making this possible, so that students from Kennedy High School will have a better view on their way to class, and so that Patersonians get what they deserve, a new and improved sidewalk and street, and so that the Great Falls will be a great experience for everyone that visits Paterson. Thank you once again, Passaic County, and we look forward to future collaborations. Yes, and I want to acknowledge our Deputy Mayor, Maria del Pilar Rivas, all dressed up for the Peruvian First Lady. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Also, again, I was remiss, I forgot my favorite councilman. Yes, I've said it, from the 5th Ward, Councilman Louis Velez. Sorry about that, Councilman. The mayor talked a lot about the National Park. We have none other than the superintendent of the National Park here with us, Mr. Darren Bach.
Thank you, Commissioner Best. Just so you know, in the planning for this national park, an integral part of it, chairman of the Federal Advisory Commission for many years was Chairman Best. And I remember as we were sitting there with a bunch of butcher block paper in a lot of different conference rooms over many, many years, talking about various projects that at that time were just concepts. Honestly, I never thought much of what we're doing now would come to fruition at the rate and the speed in which it's coming. And the river runs through this park, obviously. But the more important factor for our 300,000 plus visitors a year, in many respects, is the infrastructure that makes this national park
a welcoming place. And this bridge, from this side of the entrance to the national park, this all-important artery, all the way down to Grand Street, hopefully over time, will rehabilitate and reinvigorate this experience, because whether you're in a vehicle or whether you're walking through this national park, this bridge is a beautiful testament to the county's commitment to the city of Paterson and to the Paterson Great Falls National Historical Park. We have many projects on both sides of the river that are underway now and that are soon to come that the mayor mentioned. We have the River Park, the Quarry Lawn. We have the new Hamilton Center, the Visitor Center that's going to be under construction starting in the spring. We obviously have the stadium. We have projects planned even now and funded for the raceway. Oh, wow. So a lot is coming, and a lot of that is really due to the partnership aspects of this park, whether it's the city government, the county, the state of New Jersey, the federal government. All through all of these projects, all of those levels of government are partnering together the way we talked about for many years, Commissioner. So I appreciate the invitation. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad my visitors have this bridge to use, especially now that they need one to get across the river, and they'll be using this very safe, very wide. And might I also add, the Secretary of Interior's standards for historic rehabilitation in this historic district, this bridge, I think nails it. It hits it out of the park. It's really a testament to great design respecting the historic district. So small token, Commissioner, but the official Paterson Great Falls coin for your many years.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Many years of service.
Okay, I gotta show everybody. I'm official now.
It's not worth anything, but anyway.
You can't get it. No. Thank you, Darren. You guys gotta pay for the coin. Oh! Come on. I worked for this thing. All right, everyone, we are going to hear from one other person who really made this possible. Obviously, you can't build a bridge without money. So to help us get across that Green River, not the Passaic River, but the Green River, it was the state of New Jersey. And we have with us here Raiken, who is the Director of Local Aid and Economic Development for the New Jersey Department of Transportation.
Good morning, everyone. So I'd like to thank the Board of County Commissioners for inviting us here today on this beautiful day in Passaic County. Governor Murphy and Commissioner Gutierrez Scicchetti are committed to maintaining and improving New Jersey's local transportation infrastructure by providing financial assistance to improve county bridges. As a result of the 2016 Transportation Trust Fund reauthorization, funding for this local bridge program increased from $25 million to $47.3 million annually. So most of the funding for this project was provided through that local bridges fund. Since it was implemented in 2009, 417 county bridges have been improved through this program. So as Mayor SAYEGH and Superintendent Bach described, these are tremendous pedestrian improvements to this area for the Great Falls. And this project will be complemented by future projects that are currently in design or will soon be in design, such as the county's Spruce Street Gateway project, which is funded through the Transportation Alternatives Program through DOT. Another project that we'll be advancing to design next year is a highway safety improvement project that will be on Market Street from Spruce Street to Madison Avenue. And finally, there will be another Transportation Alternatives grant that will provide $1 million for construction funding for the Paterson Great Falls Hinchliff Bike Ped connection. That one's just starting out, so it will take some time, but you're getting there. So clearly there are a number of great projects benefiting this area, and on behalf of the Commissioner and the Governor, I'd like to commend you for the completion of this great project.
Thank you. And before we cut the ribbon, which is coming up right now, I do want to acknowledge a couple people. Not with us today is our legislative team from the 35th Legislative District as well, Senator Nellie Poe, Assemblyman Benji Wimberly, and Assemblywoman Shavonda Sumter, who really helped us get this project underway. We heard from a couple people, but I do want to give additional acknowledgments. The person who actually helped coordinate this entire event is our clerk to the board, Mr. Lou Imhoff. Let's give him a hand. We have our county administrator with us, Mr. Anthony DeNova III. We have our county council, Mr. Matthew Jordan. We have our deputy county council, Nadej Allwater. We have our deputy county administrator, Mr. Mark Seaman. We have our Passaic County engineer, the guy who really knows this entire project, Mr. Jonathan Parra. Jonathan, thank you so much. We have as well our assistant county engineer, Norton Murphy, our Passaic County project engineers, Michelle and Tom. Thank you guys so much. We have our supervisor of roads and bridges, the guy who's going to be responsible for keeping this thing clean and paving it, Mr. Kenny Simpson. If you got problems on your road, call him. We have our superintendent of our buildings and grounds, Mr. Steve Orsini. Steve, thank you so much, and thank your team for putting this together. We have Passaic County Buildings and Grounds Superintendent Robert Scalzo. Messed that up, sorry, Rob. We also have none other than our Sheriff Richard Burtnick and his entire team keeping us safe. Can't talk about how important that is. Obviously, we want to thank the people who designed this bridge, our design consultants from WSP USA Incorporated. We have Steve Espinoza and Andy Polari. Andy and Steve, thank you guys so much. We have our contractor, Grade Construction. Our owner there is Ralph Deco. Ralph, thank you so much. Sorry about that. And again, the guy who's following through on this entire team project is our county inspector, Tim. Where's Tim at? Tim, thanks a lot again. Really appreciate you. Also from the New Jersey Department of Transportation, we want to thank Deanne, who helped out with this project. And I would be remiss if I didn't say again, our great Governor, Phil Murphy. We want to thank the Governor for Phil Murphy for constantly looking out Passaic County and the city of Paterson. So with that being said, if I missed you, blame it on Lou. He put the list together. Thank you all for coming out, and let's cut this ribbon.
So today we're proud to cut the ribbon on the new and improved Spruce Street Bridge. Wider sidewalks, new lighting, better for pedestrians as far as safety is concerned, but it's the gateway to the Great Falls. It'll enhance the experience of people who are coming to visit our #1 natural asset, and it'll complement the work that we're already doing, the groundbreaking with the river walk at the falls, the restored Hinchliffe Stadium. Now the New Jersey Jackals are coming to play, so we got a baseball team shooting for a soccer team. More to come. Thank you.